Hello, everybody.
Okay, so the next topic is babysitting worth it if it is just you and your children? So, well, your child or your children, actually. So, this question is for those who live in Canada, especially people who come to Canada and they don't really have a lot of support system. If you have a big support system here, is a bit better because then you may have people that are able to watch your children or whatever for you if you have to go to work or you have to go to like whatever like a outing or whatever, you will have somebody to watch your kids. But mostly for those who are coming up to the country by themselves, either as a couple or a single person coming up with a child or children, it gets difficult. And so I think that it is important to have a babysitter, especially when you have to work. Because so I'm a child care teacher, and I've been a child care teacher for many years, and I found that children who have parents who don't have a big support system, it is a bit challenging for them because I find that like it might not necessarily show out on a regular because in terms of childcare now you have to pick up your child at 6 o'clock because the way it is done is that you pick your kid up at 6, but if you're late, so let's say you're like running 5 minutes late, you have to pay $1. I think is $1 for every minute or something like that. So it gets pretty expensive pretty fast because you have to remember that the staff have to stay back and watch your child and stuff. I think they give you like a 10-minute grace period for the first time, and then after that you have to pay extra, and you don't really want that case, right? If it's a one-time thing, maybe sure, whatever, but not on a regular basis. And then if you're late, like half an hour late or whatever, then it gets to the point now where it's a problem. So not only that, but then there are also cases and situations where, like for example, like if there's an emergency situation, like if the school has like a emergency, like let's say a gas leak or um
Fire.
a fire or whatever, you and it's time like you like yeah, they'll have a separate location for the kids to go, but then more than likely you'll have to pick up your kid early, and if you're working, that's where it becomes difficult because whoever you have on your emergency contact list is who they're gonna call, right? And if the person on your contact list is not available, then that's where a problem occurs. So you need somebody that's going to be reliable, somebody that's going to be able to like pick them up in short notice or whatever, and that becomes a little bit more difficult when you don't really have a big family unit or whatever. You don't really have like friends or whatever that can pick up your child. It's okay to ask a friend to do it, but more than likely your family, your friends also may have their own jobs or their own day-to-day activities going on. So that's why I think it's pretty wise to have somebody designated for the job, like a babysitter or a home child caregiver or something, because in case that anything happens, then they can stop and pick them up, and you don't have to worry about coming home from work. You don't have to worry about leaving work. You don't have to worry about all this extra stuff. So yeah, I think you have anything to add?
I would just say that I think it is very important to have a babysitter, as Shanita would have said, um, because again, if your emergency contact has like a very demanding job, then that's you have to be careful who you choose as the emergency contact, because your job is just as demanding as your emergency contact. That's going to be a problem because no, I shouldn't say something might have happened. And guess what? I might be at work, you might be at work, and then who's going to pick up the child? You understand? So these are things that you need to keep in mind when choosing when choosing an emergency contact. So as my sister would have said, to reiterate, I think that you should have a babysitter, maybe like an on-call babysitter, for lack of a better word, because at least they know that, okay, I there's a possibility that I may have to pick up this child due to the parents having to work or whatever. So I personally believe that a babysitter is necessary, especially in this country. Another thing is, because we don't have, Shanta was alluding to the fact of family support, but sometimes people don't even have families here. They come out here alone by themselves. They don't know anybody. They end up getting a child, or whatever, and then the question is, who will now be here to help me with this child, right? So these are things too that can occur. So I think it would be better to, especially when you go out to work, because you gotta support your child or your children, get a babysitter.
Right. And so I've even be, as I said, I'm a child care teacher, so I've been in situations where I've seen um, a situation happen where parents have to come and collect the child, and then you end up having like one or two kids, you know, by themselves waiting. And for the child, that can be uncomfortable too, because you're seeing all of your friends or whatever going, and you're left there alone with your teachers or whatever. It's a bit uncomfortable too for the child. They might not say, like, it may not be verbal about it, but that's, they might be thinking it, right? And then another thing too is, put childcare aside or whatever. Also, like, there are days like holidays and different things, and like Tony said, there are some jobs that are very demanding. So you might have to go to work if you have one of those demanding jobs. Like, some people have to work during holidays, or the school might be shut for whatever reason. Um, so you might be one of those parents who have to work during that time period. So then you still need somebody to watch your child. And let me just say too, like, teenagers like part-time jobs and stuff, so it can help give them a little pocket money or whatever. And so teenagers is, I think, are a good set of people that could watch your child for an affordable price. Like, you don't have to have someone that's like overly experienced. Like me now, I would be like overly experienced because I've been a child care teacher for a very long time. But if you can't really afford people that are experienced, you have some people that have home child cares and stuff like that. If you can't really afford somebody that's that experienced, teenagers will do it sometimes for pretty cheap. And they can also do it on call because they're going to school, so they might not have anything to do after school. They might be available after school or on holidays and different things. So it's just something to think about, because you don't want to end up in a trick bag, according to just you don't want to end up in a trick bag where you are at work and you get the call that you have to get your kid picked up, and you just like hustling, worried, whatever, trying to figure out now how am I gonna pick up my child, or who's gonna come and pick up my child, or whatever.
Or even leaving your job to go pick up the
Pick it up,
child.
yeah.
And then too, some employers are not understanding,
Right,
and then they're gonna
right.
be like, oh, the job needs you, blah blah blah,
Right.
and you're at risk for being fired too.
So it's a quite short. This is gonna be a quite short video, but I just think that that's a very important topic, because I see for myself people actually end up in situations like this where they're kind of like panicking and all that other stuff. So thank you for watching this video.
Please like,
share, and
and
subscribe.
subscribe. Until next time. Bye bye.